Hello, welcome to another ladder game. We've got good harvest, which lets us get buying coin out of treasures. Abundance could kind of do that. Coin of the realm, not really. We've got shaman. We've got longship is draw next turn. Artist. So artist is probably where we want the draw to come from. Um, how do we want to get there? We've got goat. Um, so it's not clear to me that um, an artist can be payload too. So I think I'll probably just take a Pixie and a Shanty Town. Here, obviously, I'd much rather have the goat in the hand where I could trash, but the Shanty Town will always draw two here, and um, I did get a Mountain Shrine. The thing is, the Mountain Shrine just doesn't do that much. Because, like, I don't know. We'll play this Pixie first. And I will trash this because this is a really awful hand. Um, I gained an estate. In games using this at the start of your turn, gain a card from the trash costing up to 6. Oh my goodness. Okay, what? Oh, boy. Did I misunderstand how this worked? Um, okay. So you really need to load up the trashing in this kind of kingdom because, yes. And they get my pixie now. This was a huge mistake, not understanding how Shaman worked. Um, I do believe it is my first time playing with Shaman. Um, but now I do need to take this Mountain Shrine. I just try to get ahead of the trashing if I can. But it seems unlikely. That makes Pixie like especially bad because you kind of just give it right back to your opponent. I'll just take one coin so I have it. Shantytown can actually give me coins, which is nice. Um, are there any action cards in the trash? No. And I will take a. How good is Abundance? Abundance seems pretty bad. Take a village and then look to get an artist. What a mess this kingdom is going to be. I think I'm already taking an artist here. I just take another Shantytown. Shantytown's colliding is not bad with Way of the Chameleon. Um, wow. Thank you for the Pixie. This is not a good draw. Having a pair of longships will help with the artist, so I'll try to get a pair of longships as well. And I see the abundant stuff because you just want to have tons of actions and you can do stuff, but man. Okay, great. We can trash two, trash an estate. And then we can actually, oh no, that's not this one. Do I want another pixie? Certainly I do. Yeah, somewhat annoyed that I immediately drew my pixie dead. I can play the shaman for plus card action. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is my first time playing with the shaman. Take the copper, obviously. Now Shantytown draws, village draws. And I'll take my own longship, I suppose. Do I want another artist already? Any chance of like winning this game, I think you have to have a bunch of artists in this kingdom. So, and you want to try to be drawing enough cards that you can trash cards with Shaman and Mountain Shrine every turn, and Goats. If you can trash 3 cards in a turn, then you've got a shot. of staying ahead. If you touch 3 cards on most turns, you're just going to get ahead and win. So I need another Longship, and Abundance kind of lets you get to Longship on a turn. You also buy something else, so maybe my next buy will be Abundance. There's a world where I roll that one, not that one. Keep. I'm actually okay. There's a decent chance I have a big turn next turn with the Longship coming into play. I could play Shaman, maybe find the Shanty town, play another artist. Although I'd rather like play the Shaman, then draw artist into Shanty town, then draw Shanty town into the other artist down there. I also have a Mountain Shrine at the bottom. Yes, they could have. Abundance is a treasure. Okay. And Shaman actually draws as well with the Chameleon, which is useful. Yeah, so I think my only mistake was trashing the Pixie that first time I saw it. I just wouldn't do that if I'd understood how the kingdom worked. But let's see what we draw. We'll do Longship first and then take a copper. All right, I think I have to have a good turn here. So I'm going to trash a copper and call Coin of the Realm. Lets me draw 4, which is quite excellent. Play this Pixie. Keep it. Play the artist now. Coins. Is it worth activating their Pixie to trash 2 things? I mean, it's a free Pixie for them, but it lets me trash 2. I think it's worth it, just because trashing is at such a huge premium here. I have villages, I just didn't draw them this turn. I do want to get another Longship, although that was in play last turn. So I want to get, I guess, an Abundance and another artist. And feel like I'm now ahead of the trashing game. As I have no estates and 5 coppers, and they've got 1 estate and 4 coppers. Well, that doesn't feel like I'm ahead at all then by that metric, but I'm back in the realm of even. And hopefully I can use Abundance here to pick up a second Longship. Okay. But they're drawing through 2, so they also have a silver and a gold. Just not quite sure how I feel about them having a silver and a gold. And Good Harvest gains us. Okay, so I do actually want to get a silver here. So this turn I want to buy an Abundance and a silver and a Longship. And I have 4 dead. Awesome. I should not trash that. That is not worth it, I don't think. Maybe it is. Yikes. Okay. That was their double Longship turn. And they're provincing. Okay. So definitely feeling behind. To remember that you can play artist as a Chameleon at the end of the turn. All right, well, that's... I have no... Guess I trash that because I want to discard some stuff. And we assume that with all of the stuff we have going on, so we play this for coins. And then artist mostly draws everything. I'll try and trash a copper. So 1 Longship, 1 village, 1 shanty town, 1 mountain shrine. So artist will draw through to the end, depending on what this Pixie finds. Yeah, for sure I have to take that. We'll take another village. A silver, honestly, or another abundance, so we have overlapping. We'll buy this abundance then next turn, and then maybe not play it, or play it this turn, and then village, a shanty town, just to be able to draw through. Okay. Okay, so we only have 6 money, but as soon as we buy an action card, we get 6 more money and buy. So we buy a Pixie here. And then we buy a Longship. And like a silver and a Pixie. And feel like we're a little bit lower on payload, but our deck should be much more reliable. Famous last words. I don't know. We should be now fully ahead in trashing. No, I guess we're even still. Yeah, they just seem to be a turn ahead of me somehow. And I went first. Possibly just that getting the early Pixie. Like the gold did seem to have did some stuff for them. Not really sure. I don't feel like they should be that far ahead of me, but I don't know if I had a bad shuffle or just they got abundances first. They got longships first. That turn I bought a mountain shrine. Maybe opening Pixie. Maybe I should have. Yeah, maybe on the Shaman Kingdom I just can't open Pixie. I have to open Shaman, Mountain Shrine, on a Shaman Kingdom. I really think this is the first time I've ever played a game with Shaman. Or maybe I played one before. There are multiple Pixies down in the trash, but it seems really unlucky. But look, I have this Mountain Shrine that'll draw me a bunch of cards with Chameleon, so and they're getting plus buys from different unique treasures. Yeah, I have to hope they dud somehow. Yeah, okay. I mean, I know what I did wrong this kingdom. It's frustrating, but it is the way of Dominion sometimes. I also realize I have a Longship in play, so Longship in play. We'll gain this Pixie, Village. We will go ahead and Chameleon this. To trash a Copper. And then play a Pixie. Keep. And then Artist draws. Longship is a Village. I don't have much to trash. So we'll just play the Artist. Shantytown for coins. Artist for coins. I may trash a card, so I'll just play the Shaman. Don't trash. Coins. Keep. I guess we keep this. Wow, we did not hit the price points that I wanted. I guess we hit Pixie double province. So there is mission. You cannot buy cards, so it's not that useful. In fact, it's probably useless. Pixie double province and hope that they dud somehow. With 2 longships coming into play. Super wishful thinking. Yeah. We are an hour full ahead in the trashing stuff, but it doesn't really matter. I pivoted slightly too late. And presumably as soon as they start to have a turn here, I'll click the resign button. The fact that they're trashing the Pixie, maybe they're just being very cautious. It's very easy to hit single province here and then they win. Once they play a couple of artists, then I'll resign. That is not a useful one. Okay, this surely is resigning territory. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Good game. Yeah, I explained why I felt I had lost that one, so we'll move on and play another one.